Oh boy. Oh boy. Good morning. This is a big deal. Gorilla Nems has made it all the way to Hot 97.
Absolutely, we here.
From delivering garbage.
I was gonna wear my garbage shirt today.
You should have, bro.
Yo,
if people don't know the story of Gorilla Nems, aka, if you don't know, first of all, The Rise of the Silverback is out.
Right now.
And if you didn't know, maybe you know him as the Bing Bong guy.
Yep.
Maybe you know him as the F Your Life guy.
Don't ever disrespect me.
Maybe you know him as the Don't Ever Disrespect Me guy. But yo, your story is amazing. Doesn't it feel like we've known him forever, but we haven't?
Facts.
We've only known you for a couple years.
Facts. Laura been hating on me since then.
Since day one.
Day one.
He walks in and I was like, I forgot what I said. He's like, so did I.
What happened? You hate her?
I don't remember.
But
I know I said something.
Yeah,
he was calling me a hater, and I was like, what did I say?
I think you guys are talking about maybe Bing Bong or something. I think somebody
that's
just
what it was.
DM'd me like, yo, Laura was hating on you
That's
hard, man.
classic. By the way, that is literally what our whole life is. Our whole life is someone telling someone that we said something bad about them. But yo, congrats, man.
Thank you, man.
So you just told us off the air that the album that is out right now, The Rise of the Silverback with you and Scram Jones.
Yep.
It's been done since 2019?
It's been done since 2019, but through the whole pandemic, it was just like, well, we ain't dropping it, obviously. We can't tour, we can't do nothing. So we added joints and then we take out joints. Really, we probably got about 30 songs done, but there's only 13 on the album.
So I'm guessing also that because you kind of blew up over the pandemic.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure also you were able to up the feature game
100%.
as time went on.
100%. We got Fat Joe, Ghostface. And then I took some favorites that I like that people don't really talk about a lot. Gunplay, Petey Crack.
I love that you have Tish Hyman
Tish,
on the
that's
album.
my favorite song on the album.
She's so dope.
She is. We just shot the video for that. She came from LA. We did it. She is amazing.
I love
How did that end up happening, the Tish Hyman thing? You're just a fan?
Tish, I knew Tish for mad long. Like she lives in LA now, but she been in New York. She's a New Yorker. She's from the Bronx.
Yeah, she's a Bronx chick.
So she used to be at the same events I was at. We like the same age and you know, she went her path, I went mine. But what really happened is the song, I redid her song. She had a dope song that I always would listen to called All That I Can Do. And I just loved it. It's basically like, yo, all I could do is just keep hustling. Like, even if I don't see family, I don't see this, the world is fucked up, is messed up. But all I could do is just keep hustling. So I told Scram, remake the beat. And he made it. I sent it to her, like, just to get her approval. And she was like, yo, let me do the hook for you. And she gave it, and it just wound up like that.
You remember Rosenberg when we had her on the show? She had a song called Subway Art that was so beautiful.
She makes
she's
beautiful
so
music.
talented.
Yeah, she really does. Yo, but your story, all jokes aside, because it's all jokes with you basically all the time.
Yeah.
But two things you should know. One, Nems is serious with the bars, always has been. Like hardcore, old school New York bully rap.
Absolutely.
You know? And your freestyle, by the way, on bars on 95.
Yeah.
You bodied that.
I had to let people get reacquainted.
Yeah, because I think people they don't always know.
Yeah,
They think you're Bing Bong guy.
Yeah, I have the illest demographic of any rapper. Like, my demographic is from like 3 years old to like 70, all races.
Right.
When I walk outside, old ladies want pictures, little kids yell Bing Bong. It's crazy. So a lot of people know me from that. But what got me to this point is me being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I just let the personality show. But now I got a whole new fan base, so I had to let them read. The main thing when I signed with the real Rosenberg.
I don't like that description.
I didn't make that
My
up.
friend Paul.
Yeah,
Paul
Syph told me that.
Yeah, exactly.
He's called
Hater.
your own podcast partner.
He's a hater.
Called you the fake Rosenberg.
No, it's the poor Rosenberg, and he's the rich Rosenberg.
Paul and Poor.
But Paul, you have a deal with Paul, though.
Yeah, he signed me to Goliath/Virgin.
How did you meet Paul?
Through Scram Jones.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
not through Scram Jones. Back in the days, I was messing with Shady Records, and I wrote on their door of their offices, mad big, F your life. And Paul, like, banned anybody that worked there from messing with me. He was like, yo, this guy wrote F your life on our door.
That's
like,
disrespect.
Nobody in this office could mess with him. And, you know, I got fake blackballed for a couple of years.
And then what happened?
I just kept grinding, man. What happened is I stopped drinking, smoking. I don't do anything. I just focused on living my dreams. And I just kept working and putting in work until they came knocking at my door.
Let's have that moment right here. Let's have that moment that gets like a million likes on TikTok and Reels because it's an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Like, for real, for people who don't know, who just think, because there are a lot of people who randomly get famous on the internet and have no business being famous.
Absolutely.
They stumbled into it.
Yeah,
It's a clip.
we see it all the time.
Then there's you, who's not only super talented, but literally came from nothing, working your ass off in Coney Island, waking up every morning to deliver garbage as you're hustling your rap career. And then one day you decide to get your life together, and here we are. Give the version
this is
what
before.
happened.
So what happened is I was doing the Fight Club, the battle stuff, and all of that, and I was on the run for a robbery charge, and I was on massive amounts of drugs. I was
Wow.
What kind of drugs were you doing?
I wasn't shooting needles and I wasn't smoking crack, but everything else I was doing. I was homeless.
Popping, snorting, all that.
Everything. I was homeless. I was sleeping on lifeguard chairs in Coney Island, sleeping in the project steps. And that's why I call myself the Coney Island mayor too, because everybody from my hood seen me at the bottom and rose up. So I just had like a moment of clarity one night. I was on like a 3-week binge. Hadn't slept, probably hadn't showered. I don't know what happened in life. And I just had like an out of body experience where I was like, yo, I could keep going how I'm going, and I'm gonna be dead very soon because I felt death on me.
So it wasn't anybody who had a conversation with you, just you.
Nah, I tried to get clean before. I went to rehabs, detoxes, jail, couldn't do it. I had people praying over me. I just couldn't do it. Yeah. But this moment of clarity or divine, whatever you want to call it, I saw myself from like the outside looking in one night, and I was just like, yo, I could keep going how I'm going. I'm gonna be dead, or I'm gonna be in jail the rest of my life, or I could stop everything right now and live my dreams. And the next day, I begged my mother to let me stay at her house because she already was done with me and all of that. And I never touched nothing from that day. So probably 4 years after I had not been clean, sanitation hit me. I took the test mad long. I was nodding out, taking this test. I got 100 on it. And they called me 6 years later.
Wow.
And I just one day opened the mail and said, yo, sanitation. I was like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying this rap shit.
So you'd randomly been clean now for a little while.
Yeah.
And then the letter shows up like, hey, you want to work for sanitation.
Absolutely. So.
And I know your mom was like, city job, we in.
Yeah. So when I came out of jail, I was paroled to her house. And she says, yo, you want to stay paroled in my house? You want to use this as? You got to take this test. I was like, okay. I'm not taking this test. I don't want to be a garbage man. Bro, I took it. Like I said, I was mad high, nodding out. I don't know how I got 100. I got 100. This test was mad easy. And then just 6 years, 7 years later, yo, you want to come in for this job? My piss was already clean. I already had stopped everything. Yeah. And I started working for them.
So
and then Ebro, y'all blew me up. One day.
Well, how many years were there? How long were you at?
I was there for 8 years.
Wow. See, that's the thing. So he's blowing past stuff that are years long of work.
But that also, them years also, like, so now I got the merchandise, FYL brand. In the beginning of sanitation, when I got that letter, I thought it was like, all right, I'm set. I'm going to go get a Range Rover, house. I seen the first check. It was horrible. It was like $390 after taxes. I was like, yo, I can't even pay my rent with this. So I got to have another hustle. And I started moving the hats and the merch just to have a better income. And that just, after a year or two, it made me more money than the sanitation. So I had both hustles, but I still was living my job. I would go to shows. Some nights I wouldn't even sleep. I would do a show 2, 3 in the morning, and I got to be at work at 6.
Right.
It just, I wasn't willing to give up my dreams for a day job. I was like, yo, I'm going to let my life dictate the job, not the other way around. And luckily with sanitation, they unlimited sick days, so I was chilling. Like I was taking mad days off.
So you're taking your mad days, and the money goes up, right?
Yeah. After a year, it goes up 2 years, 3 years. After 5.5 years, you're at top pay. You're making over 6 figures.
Well,
good.
Well, I'm just curious. So while you're on the job, so do your fellow employees start seeing you moving the streets?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're like, wait a second, you're popping.
Yes.
And after shows, they see you.
I tell them. They all knew. I was like, yo, I'm letting y'all know y'all in this for 22 years. That's cool. 25 years, whatever. I'm in this for a little while until my plan A works out.
Right.
And it just so happened like once the Bing Bong stuff came out for a minute. See, Bing Bong, the Side Talk video came out in like April. It didn't really go viral crazy until like November.
Okay.
So it was like a 6 months. So after it came out, I'm still working. And I remember the day that really I was like, yo, I gotta stop doing this.
Wait, so that was actually misleading in the sense that everyone thought that video was after like the first game of the season.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
No.
It was from the playoffs the year before?
No.
Or from the end of the season?
No, so I did my own video where I said Bing Bong.
Got it.
And then from the kid seeing that, they were all in front of the garden, and then he yelled,
And then
Bing
they started
Bong
yelling it
because they see me say it
in
because I
the
made
April
it up.
video. Got it. Yes. Okay. Yes.
And then it just started taking a life of its own. So I'm in Bed-Stuy throwing out garbage one day. We have a big bag stop. The soup of the building comes out like, yo, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, nah, keep throwing out garbage. Now we're blocking the whole street, so mad cars are backing up. It's mad. It's like this time in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock. One car opens their door and is like, yo, Nems, they playing you on Hot 97. They was playing Bing Bong. So I was like, yeah, cool. I'm still throwing out the garbage. Another car opens his door, starts playing it. Then the super of the building's like, I knew you. And then it's just like, yo, it became like a whole block party.
Wait, and this is the morning we played Bing Bong?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm
That's
throwing
so
out garbage
crazy.
and the whole block in Bed-Stuy is like jamming, but it becomes like a party. They're not even mad that we're blocking the streets. It's like some stuff out of a movie, bro.
That
love
really happened,
it.
bro.
Yo, it really happened just like that, bro. It's crazy. And then I hit Cash One on the DM like, yo, thank you. And I told him the story, but I said, yo, don't tell nobody I work sanitation, bro. I was like, yo, this
Wait.
is like, that's like my Clark Kent.
Wait,
You know what I'm
wait
saying?
to hear where this is going.
Okay.
The next day, I see a tweet from Ebro.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
Nems working sanitation, yo, and the whole story, and I'm like, yo, I just told Cash One, don't tell nobody. He tells Ebro, and Ebro blew me up crazy.
Telling
my
Ebro is like
God.
telling Abuela.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody's gonna know now.
Tweeted it, I Instagram storied it. It was over by then.
Now it's part of the story.
Yeah, so now I'm like, I might have worked like another month after that, maybe, and then I just called out sick until they made me retire.
What's the worst job in sanitation? What's the thing you don't want to be doing?
Picking up dead animals.
Oh.
So like if a cat gets run over in the street or something, you got to go with a shovel and throw it in the back of the truck or something like that. It's horrible. Like that's the only thing I didn't really like. Everybody be like, yo, you probably stink, and nah. The private sanitation that picks up the businesses and stuff, they get all the food and the waste like that. Regular people's garbage, yeah, it's not the best smelling, but you don't go home stinking like it.
Right, it's not
Right,
crazy.
Nah, it ain't that crazy. And it's the best job in the city. You get paid every week. I was a felon. I had a badge. Cops would pull me over. I'd be like, yo, sanitation. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, pension, benefits.
Right.
You know, it set me up. It taught me how to be financially responsible. So when I hit this point, I'm already good with
What
money.
what were your hours like?
I would work from like 6 in the morning to like 8 in the morning and go home.
Oh, it's a couple hours. That's it.
It's really it's
Not
an
bad.
8-hour job. But my supervisors, they already knew I'm not on the job no more. I don't want to blow them up, but I would like they knew me, they messed with me, they knew what I was doing, they knew I would be out nights before doing stuff, and they would just be like, I got you. Go ahead. As long as your route is done,
Right,
Yeah,
as long as the
yeah.
garbage is gone.
and they know you ain't gonna have to go back out and pick nothing up. They're like, your job is done for the day. Be out. Go ahead.
That's fire that they.
All right, so let's jump ahead to now. Obviously, it's a different time.
Yeah.
You must have seen all of us, like all of us industry-ish people.
Absolutely.
You must have seen all of us out a million times because you were always out hustling. And literally experienced the feeling of seeing people who didn't know you
Yeah.
and walk past you.
Absolutely.
Now see you and their eyes light up like, that's my
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
That must be a crazy feeling because you were at it for so long.
Yeah. Nah, it comes to a point where you question yourself and you're like, yo, am I making the right decisions? Like, am I, is it a smart move to keep pursuing these dreams after 10, 15, 20 years? Like, am I just wasting my time?
Yeah.
But there's also has to be a part in you that's not ready to give up no matter what. At this point, I was like, yo, I've been grinding this long. There's absolutely no way that I'm just gonna quit. Like, mad people I know quit. And that's the only thing that differentiates me from a lot of other rappers is that I'm just not willing to give up on my dreams. I'm gonna see this shit through. And if I know in my heart that I had talent, I know I could rap. I just didn't know which area was the best platform to get out. Like, I only started battle rapping just to get my name out there. It was either battle rap or hand out CDs in Times Square, and I'm not doing that. I'll frisbee that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not trying to do that. So I just started battle rapping and beating people with verses from songs that I was doing. But it's always been songs. And
how far did you go in the battle rap world?
the Fight Club. That's like the URL before URL. I was the champion of that. No, I had like 20 wins and like 3 losses. I was beating everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like the.
Who's the biggest win you ever had?
Bro, I was mad high all that time, bro. I don't even remember a lot of people that I battled. I beat RJ Payne. He's nice.
Right.
He's mad nice. Now he's back out now, some dude. But I beat mad people that's out. I beat. Bro, I was on so many drugs. I don't remember a lot of this shit.
It's so crazy.
There's
it's
mad
real.
people that I would meet
Yeah.
years later and be like, yo, nice meeting you. They'd be like, bro, we hung out before. Like, I was with you in Detroit. Well, the first time I met Alchemist, I was like, yo, nice meeting you, bro. You're one of my favorite producers. He's like, bro, we was hanging out in Detroit. What are you talking about? I was like, damn.
Yeah, that means you were really high, because it's not like Alchemist wasn't high.
Facts.
But that was just weed. You were on God knows what.
Facts.
Has there been, what's the most random person who knew who you were that you were like, nah?
Shaq, but it's not random, but.
It's still Shaq, though.
And what's ill about Shaq is he sent me like a video DM. And he was like, yo, that Bing Bong shit I love that shit. That shit is phenomenal. I was like, yo, give me a verse for the remix.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how does he end up
And he was like, nah, I can't mess with you on the mic. I can't mess with you. He's like, he called me Jordan. He said, like, yo, you like Jordan on the mic right now. He said, I can't mess with that. Good job, Scram.
You just not turn the lights off, Scram.
Come on, bro. And you not wearing no FYL? Come on, bro.
Oh, Scram is here.
Now, just so you know, though, Nems, I'm going to say something.
He's a grumpy guy.
He's a grump. While I appreciate busting Scram's balls, Ayo,
Hey, yo.
you gotta be. I mean, listen, you are dropping the album that he did with you.
Absolutely.
When you were not the Nems that you are now.
Absolutely.
You were a jabroni, trash talking.
I was trying to put him on, you know what I mean?
So he gets the right to skip a pizza party, for God's sake.
Thanks,
Yo,
Pete.
it was like the trajectory when we started out for doing it with Scram was like this. Now doing it with Scram is like this.
Oh my God.
This is great. You know, great promo,
I
Nems.
gotta tell you right now, though.
Nah, Scram been my guy for 20 plus years. When we
How
like
y'all
the
know each
early-
other for that long?
He was the DJ at end of the week, an open mic that we both used to go to. He was the DJ every week.
Yeah,
and
I knew
used to go there every
Skinny
week.
Nems. He was still saying F your life.
Yeah.
Wait, there was Skinny Nems?
There was
Yeah,
Skinny
I was
Nems,
mad
you know.
skinny,
I'm
bro.
kind of mad that we don't have footage because he used to pull up, say F your life
There's
on stage.
pictures,
He was
bro.
skinny, he was on drugs. And, you know,
legit.
but he used to kill the mic, and then 20
Hey,
years
yeah.
later.
So that's
that wasn't
just on
crazy.
account of, because just for people who may not know.
I'm so curious. I want to see.
Yeah, this is so weird.
I was spinning vinyls at the time. And
Yo,
LES.
I got news for you, Laura. Skinny Nems is like old pictures of French Montana. It's like Coke Boys. It's like Coke Boys DVD French.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
No, that's crazy. So Scram, the only reason you really got to know Nems, because for people who don't know, Scram's been on as a producer and DJ forever.
Yep.
Is just that you're always down doing some real hip hop ish. So you were
sure.
just doing this end of the week thing to do it. It was just a gig you had.
Nah, this is before he was Scram.
Oh, so
like
this is
before he was.
This is when I was
Before
living
he's
in-
met super producer Scram Jones.
Oh, so you had nothing out at this point.
No, I had crates of records on the subway, just literally going to every
so we both
Sunday.
was in the same
but this is
position.
literally for like 5 years straight. Every Sunday we had our own. You know, there was Lyricist Lounge, there's this and that, but this end of the week EOW, where every Sunday any MC could show up to LES and get on stage.
And who else was showing up to end of the week? Do you
It
remember?
was like Immortal Technique,
Yeah.
Jin.
Yo, I feel like Homeboy Sandman used to roll up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. all the
Sandman.
time.
Absolutely.
But then we had like random nights. Ice-T would show up. Like we had.
You
like,
didn't know, like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. It was
Yeah.
just an open mic.
Yo, it's
Every
crazy.
single
Yo,
week.
isn't it crazy how much faster Scram Jones got on than you?
Yeah.
So y'all were both grinding at the same time.
Yep.
He gets on a couple years later.
Yo, but see,
leaves you in the dirt.
Yo, facts.
Leaves you in the at all.
He wasn't doing hard drugs though.
He wasn't doing hard
soft-
drugs. He was
soft
ready
drugs.
for it.
Yeah.
Soft drugs. So you guys stayed cool through all that, and then you end up.
He was mad Hollywood with me too, bro. There was mad times where I'll be like, yo, send me some beats, run into him. Yo, here, text me.
He's like,
text
I produce
him,
for
Radio
Ghostface
Red,
now.
yeah.
No, let me give a shout out to Vanguard, because his bro Vanguard was hitting me up like, you got to work with my man Nems. Obviously, I knew Nems, but there was a hiatus, in the years that
he got
was
Hollywood.
I get it.
Hollywood. No, actually, no, because he came through and we did a whole album.
No, but
before Bing Bong, I don't think that's Hollywood.
That is pre-Bing Bong. He gave you a whole
You know what I'm
album.
saying?
But look,
engineered, all that.
He believed. He believed.
Yeah, that sounds like he was a
Look,
believer.
To his credit, at that time, I thought, like, yo, he's dubbing me, he's Hollywood, he don't mess with me because he wasn't returning my text or was not sending me beats. Now that I know him, I know his brain is scrambled.
Yeah, Scram
He's all
Jones.
over the
Well,
place.
I'm a hustler. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he is. He's all over the place, and I know that he wasn't doing. Now I look back, I'm like, oh, he wasn't doing that on purpose. He just had a million things going on. Some people are good multitaskers. I'm not saying he's not, but he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, when
Jones.
you
I love
finally
this guy.
got him in the studio, locked in,
Yeah.
were you like, we got something, like this is
Yeah,
gonna
no,
move?
definitely. I love the disrespect. We from the old school where it's like it was good to hear some disrespectful bars. Even though it's all about positivity, it was good. I said, okay.
Yo, the first 7 songs we did, we didn't have earphones. He didn't have earphones. Bro, he had to go to the gas station and buy like the Iowa earphones, and only one of them worked. I'm
That's a
recording
fact.
on a mic like this, like, yo, you can
Yeah.
hardly hear the beat.
It's
You're
true.
like, I'm like,
true.
bro, how are you
You're a DJ.
A platinum, you got platinum plaques on
Yeah,
the
by
wall.
the way, and so people understand, this was not back in 04. This is in 2019.
Yes.
What happened to your
It
headphones?
just was that little month for whatever. I broke
It wasn't
too
a
many
month, it was like
headphones in a
6
way.
months.
Nah. But I just gave up on buying new headphones, and then he pulled up spontaneously, and we had to go to the gas station. We just ran with those headphones for like.
And you ended up keeping those versions, though. It worked out.
Absolutely.
Like those were the
Perfect.
joints.
Absolutely.
Now he's a professional. I gotta give him Nems props. He comes by himself. Pause. He shows up ready to work. Usually people show up with entourages, want
Yeah.
to smoke 1,000 blunts, bullshit. Excuse my language
You're
again. But he came through. You know what I'm saying? We knocked stuff
I like
out,
to
and then
take
he's
care of
he's
business.
out the door. He's not trying
Yeah.
to small talk.
When
and
I'm
hang
in
out.
the studio, I take care of business. I don't like being in the studio. I'm not like like I said, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like, I don't want to hang out. Like, I'm here to handle business
Right.
and
And
live,
get to the next
go
thing.
out and do the next thing. Most of the time, most of my songs I write before. I'll have the lyrics or the beats, but this album was one of the first albums where he would make a lot of his beats on the spot, and I would write right there on the spot.
Did you, Scram, were you the Ghostface Nems Connect?
I'm on
Yeah.
36 seasons.
Basic. I mean, yeah.
2 songs.
He
Yeah, 2 songs. 1 song is me, but I didn't meet Ghostface.
Then.
So I seen him at a show after that and was like, yo, Ghost, I had him on my podcast, so he said it. Outside with Gorilla Nems, go look that up.
And it's back, right? Outside of Grenell's
Yes,
back, right?
it's out now. So he came out, he was like, I see he had a show in Coney Island at the amphitheater. I was like, yo, I'm Nems. Yo, he was like, bro, I know who you are, bro. I used to watch your battles. I know, like, yo, and I was just, yo, we in Coney Island, yo, this is my shit. If you need anything, just let me know. He was laughing about it, but I didn't have the direct connect to him. So when Scram hit him, I was like, yo, I'm doing the album with Nems. He was like, 100% I got him, just give me like 30 days.
And did he do it in 30 days?
Nah, I did it like 60, 80,
still.
90.
Yo,
Yeah,
how
he
about
did
that?
it.
Yo, Ghost is gonna get it done. You don't know
Yes.
how he's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
With my album, Ghost came through with when Sean Wiggs sent me the thing. He goes, "Yo, it's only 12 bars. He's gonna do the other 4." I'm like, "No, he's not." And I was like, "I'll figure out a way to
Yeah.
finesse the 12. Don't even worry. It's Ghost. Whatever magic he
Facts.
gives you,
Facts.
you just go."
for sure.
By the way, since Scram's here, I do have to say, and Laura was there with me. I've said it many times. I'm not trying to suck your dick. Hey, yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
Scram, the set you put together for Wu-Tang, for Ghost, and
Woo!
the rest of Wu was.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
Thank
So
you.
good.
Laura,
We
gonna need to get me
were
in the door,
straight
bro.
fans, and we were like, yo, he's killing it. We were so proud of you.
Bro, body.
Shout out to Tony Starks for giving me, you know what I'm saying, giving me the power to curate that.
So he
But
trusted you to just like do your thing?
yeah, and he was open to all the ideas. We had 3 whole sessions just for those 12 minutes, 13 minutes, which I appreciate because I work with a lot of other, artists that it's like we'll be on the side of the stage. I won't even know what I'm spinning. Like I spun for Jada 4 shows last week in Canada right before that, and I'm
Every day
asking
the freestyle.
Yeah, I'm asking him like, you know, what's this playlist? Don't worry, we got it. Just drop records. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, 10,000 people in the crowd. You know what I mean? We did like a Canada kind of festival night, and it was like him and Styles. I'm like, well, which records? He's like, just have fun with it. I'm like, yo, I'm up there like, you know, shitting bricks. Like, you know, even though you know they're super professionals. You
Right,
know
they're
what I mean?
gonna be fine.
No, they crushed it.
But what it allowed you to do,
Yeah.
because I didn't even know it was that short. I felt like your setup there was a half hour.
Because we
Because you did
every
so
8
many
bars,
different things.
Yeah.
Yo, you watched it already?
No, I didn't.
Because he wouldn't get you in the building.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unfortunate. You should go stream it though. So on the stream, if you go back and watch it right now, it's on YouTube. You the beat flips on every record. It just made it feel like such a complete performance.
Yeah, I definitely got to nerd out. And like even with the chairs thing, like for him to be down to do the chairs, like it was just a random thing in the studio. He's like, nah. And then we had to shave it down, shave the set down. And I was like, yo, we got to take out the chairs. We got to take out some of these little interludes. He's like, hell no, we ain't taking the chairs out. I said,
Once Ghostface is on stage, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but I got to nerd out with all like the stems, you know, now, you know, as a DJ, you know how now we have access to like stems of old classic records. So I was able to get just the piano of Nobody Beats the Biz or just the piano of Cream and stuff like that. And I think that was kind
It
of
just added a lot. He just did a lot with it.
Yeah.
That was a great show. Me, Ebro, and Rosenberg were backstage geeking out. We were like 15 again.
And these guys
meeting
didn't
all
know.
our idols.
Meth and Deck and Capadon didn't even know the set. Like we just told them in the
They did a great job rolling with it.
Like Capadon, I didn't know the beat was gonna switch the second his
Yo,
verse
but if
came
I have
on.
to hear, can I just tell you something too? This needs to be talked about. If I have to hear my wife mention again how hot Meth was, now listen, no, it's crazy. Because here's the thing that's crazy. I've always known Meth's been the hot member. Like everyone always knew in high school. Hey yo, everyone knew. Lord, am I lying?
No.
In high school, all the girls love Meth, and man, I get it. But now he's got the salt and pepper thing. He's gonna have a whole nother run with this.
He looks
Men's
great.
Health. You know what I mean? He's on the cover of Men's Health.
He's on the cover of Men's Health. He's in the gym. Yo, by the
Good
way,
for
listen,
him.
neither of us got a call
power.
for the cover of Men's Health.
I mean, I did, but I turned it down. I was
He
like,
was
nah, it's not the
busy.
right time. I'm
He's
busy.
like, I'm
There's
busy,
another
busy.
time.
Yeah. I want the cover by myself. I don't want to share it.
All right, so the album is out right now. This one was done in November 19, and it's out right now. What's not to be generic guy, but what is the next thing now that this has been done for a minute?
Well, with Rosenberg and Goliath, I signed a 3-album deal, so I already got the next album done. In the time waiting for this to come out, so did a whole nother album.
And so this one's coming out fully indie. This is just you guys.
Nah, this is on Goliath.
This first one's on Goliath
Yeah,
already.
absolutely.
So you have the second one in that deal
Done
already,
already.
ready, in the chamber.
Done already.
Did you already tell Paul that you expect an Eminem verse at some point? How are we getting this done?
It's like, yo, mad people ask. It's just like, I don't expect. When you expect, you get let down.
No, you got to have the thing. You got to do something that actually excites
Exactly.
Marshall. Like Mark, he
100%.
has to get excited organically.
100%. And but a lot of people always assume, you know, I'm not on Shady, so he don't really got to give me.
Right.
He might be like, yo, he ain't on Shady, man.
And you know how crazy it is? If you know Paul, it feels crazy to ask him about anything for Marshall.
Facts.
Like, you just feel nuts being like, hey, by the way, can you get Eminem to, like, it's Eminem.
Yo,
Like,
the best thing about Paul is that you know he could push the button and make it happen, but he's not. He wants you to put the work in yourself, and then he'll just add fuel to the fire.
Yep.
Which is perfect for us, because I've been doing it by myself with Max, Busy, my team, for forever. So I'm used to that.
Right,
You know
this
what I'm
is what you
saying?
do.
So, like, we already was getting in the game, like, and making moves crazy. So to just have Paul just be like, make that happen, and just add on to it is just like the perfect combination. And he's at a level where he don't have to do this. He's only
No.
doing this because he genuinely messaged
Right.
me.
He didn't need to sign a
Yeah,
new artist to
facts.
go.
Yeah.
By the way,
Absolutely.
I don't appreciate. Laura, you weren't out last week when we at Ebro's party when we saw Paul. When I saw Paul for the first time in a while, I don't appreciate him getting so thin either. Because
Yeah.
I don't need him. It was enough for him to be the rich Rosenberg.
Yeah.
But I could at least live with him being the fatter Rosenberg. Now he's past me in that regard too. The man looks incredible.
And he's like 2 feet taller than you.
Wait, he's already got. That's what I'm saying.
right.
So he's richer. He's a foot taller. Could you at least be fat? Nah. Now he's in shape too.
He's trying to get all the Rosenberg love.
Yeah, he needs to have every single thing locked down. Yo, congrats, guys. Super cool. What's next for you, Scram? You got any other projects in the works?
I got a full album with Jim Jones. I don't know when it's coming out, but we've been done with that. We did that over COVID too, so that's through Empire. So
Wow, did you do that? You guys did that in person or through his tech?
through his tech,
Yo, it's crazy, right?
crazy. But we got like 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Wiz Khalifa,
Wow.
CeeLo Green, T.I., everybody on it. But it's just I'm just waiting for Jim to let me know.
By the way, there could be another album put out, a collective of artists and producers who put out a project called "I'm Just Waiting for Jim to Let Us Know," because he has so much that he gets done, and then you have to just wait for it to come out. But he's become such a rapper's rapper. He knocks stuff out so quick.
Facts.
I never knew how good Jim was going to be, but he's just in the prime of his career right now.
I saw you had him at your wedding. That was special.
That was fun. That was fun.
Jim showed up in somehow looking appropriate, but was wearing shorts.
Oh wow!
I don't know how he did
Shorts
it.
to the wedding?
He wore shorts to the
But
wedding,
he was so
but he
clean.
still looked great.
Yeah.
No, it was exactly right.
That's legendary.
It was pretty amazing. I never knew at my wedding people would be singing, particularly my wife. If you want to be down with Dipset, you gotta get your lips wet.
Hey yo.
At the wedding. At the wedding.
With the in-laws.
Yeah, no, they had no idea. It was my mother-in-law is asking Jim for a selfie. She does not know who Jim Jones is. It was amazing. Shouts to Jimmy and Chanel.
Was he the
good.
most off the wall guest you had there?
Well,
It was a hodgepodge of people in the best way possible.
Yeah, Amber Rose's outfit caused some stir.
Yeah,
there was some
yeah.
stir for Amber's fit.
Look, it was his wrestling world,
Shawnee, you wanna weigh
his
in?
sports world, and us, and family.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Booker T was there.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Booker T was there. Amber
Michael
Rose.
K.
It was a random.
Did he do the spin-a-rooney?
He did not spin a Rooney, but him and Charmel were there.
That's fire.
The AEW champ MJF was there. It was an interesting. But Shawnee, you enjoyed Amber's outfit, I think, probably as much as anything.
I definitely did.
Yeah,
I
Johnny.
definitely was a fan. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Shawnee was
It's
a fan of
nice.
several people. Some were known, some were unknown.
True. You know, it was nice. Very nice wedding.
Hey,
Nice.
when we renew our vows, Nems, I want you to perform. And don't ever disrespect me with Ghostface at the vow renewal.
Only if I get to mush your mother-in-law.
You know why he always wanted
Don't ever disrespect.
I can't allow this. All right, Scram Jones, Nems, The Rise of the Silverback is out right now. Congrats,
Out
guys.
right now. Go stream
get
that.
that.
Go buy that. Go rub it on your chest.
Yo, fuck your life.